Good evening, everybody. Welcome in to Cavalier Field. We are set to go after a slight lightning delay. You can see as the clouds exit to our right, so the storms were moving to the north of Dodge City. They've cleared out of the way, and we are good to go. It is the A's and the Western Nebraska Pioneers for Game 2 of the series. Starting lineups look like this. Starting in right field for the Pioneers, number 22, Kieran Gaffney. Batting second, the left fielder, number 17, Francisco Wyatt. Batting third, the first baseman, number 33, Jackson Yeager. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 40, Aiden Young. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 26, Bryce Peterson. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 38, Cooper Burgess. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 5, E.J. Barnes. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 3, Jin Kobayakawa. And rounding out the lineup, it is the center fielder, number 2, Coy Carpenter. Eric Elliott getting the start on the mound tonight for the Pioneers. Starting lineup for your Dodge City A's looks like this. Leading off, it is left fielder, number 25, Shannon Martin. Batting second, the center fielder, number 17, Grant Weisermans. Batting third, catcher, number 28, Tyler McAvoy. Batting cleanup, the second baseman, number 15, Carson Johnson. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 2, Remington Miller. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 12, Jake Vassell. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 9, Zach Moore. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 30, Bo Dallion. And rounding out the lineup, it is the designated hitter, number 6, Eric Mendoza. Emerson Lott getting the start on the mound tonight for your Dodge City A's as we are underway. And a 1-1 count to Kieran Gaffney. Pitch is called ball, left a little bit high. Count moves to 2-1. Pitch is popped up. The center fielder, Grant Weiserman, there to haul that one down and one away. So that will bring in Francisco Laya. Laya in last night's game moved from right to left. That change occurring in the third inning. He also hit in the 2-hole there as well. First pitch in for ball number 1. Laya swings through that one and comes up empty. Count will even itself at 1 apiece. Two 2-1 delivery, misses a little bit low. 3-1. Laya grounds out when it's headed out into right field. So a single for Laya. Puts a runner on with 1 out. In steps Jackson Yeager. Emerson Lott, the starting pitcher tonight for your Dodge City A's, comes from North Richland, Texas. Played his freshman season for National Park College. First pitch to Yeager, a high fly ball. Shannon Martin giving chase. And he'll pull it down for out number 2.
Already off to a way better start for Mr. Emerson Lott. Last game, he struggled mightily walking the first batter, and I think like every inning that he pitched in. So as of right now, he's doing a great job coming back.
Indeed, a good start here, and that's something that the A's needed. The A's have struggled pitching-wise a little bit throughout the games.
You know, it's always the biggest key thing is throwing strikes. It always starts with strike 1.
Ooh, a nice swiping tag there as Mr. Laya will be tagged out trying to steal second, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the first, a 0-0 ball game. At the top of the order, Shannon Martin, Grant Weiserman, and Tyler McAvoy due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
Coming back to you at the bottom of the first, we started off 1-1 with Shannon Martin. Shannon had the day off yesterday, so well rested. See what he can do. Ball high from the lefty. The 2-1 coming in. Ooh, hits him. Those leadoff walks always somehow find a way to come back and bite you. You got to get the first one out.
But even more importantly, we have a base runner on now.
Oh, we do have a base runner on now. We definitely do.
And that's something that the A's, we talked about it a little bit last night, but getting base runners on was an important key to that comeback win.
Oh, well, yeah.
Of course, the wind-aided 3-run shot by Mr. Weiserman definitely helped the cause.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do to win. Sometimes Mother Nature likes you. You know, Shannon's dancing over there at first base. He wants to get going. First pitch to Grant Weiserman, slider up. You know, that's exactly how I would attack Weiserman, too. He had 2 bombs last night. He's been seeing the ball great. I wouldn't give him anything straight to hit. Oh, Shannon gets picked off, but does he have enough speed to beat it out? Safe. He does. He has enough speed to beat it out. You know, on those, you're going off first move. If the lefty picks off, so be it. But you're going off a first move because if he doesn't end up picking, you're there 100% of the time.
Indeed.
And now, just like that, one pitch, we have a runner in scoring position. A great chance to finally get a lead. You know, I don't think
it took the A's until the 8th last night to get a lead in that ball game.
Ooh, pitch gets away, but Martin does not see it. Oh, foul ball? I guess I give it a foul ball.
Okay. But a 1-1 count, nobody out, runner in scoring position for the A's. Of course, they scored 1 in the first and 1 in the second last night. But at that point, it was a 7-2 ball game, and things didn't necessarily look the greatest for the A's at that point. They stayed in it and stayed faithful and just chipped away at it.
Oh, Shannon's timing him up. You know, sometimes that's all you can do. You got to start with one. You got to chip away. You have to fight, you know. And it really does make sense when you say, you know, you got to want it more. Our guys genuinely just wanted it more. They got complacent. They scored 7 in two innings and then blanked it the rest of the time.
Yep. The Pioneers were held scoreless as that one's fouled off down the third base side. But the A's come back. They were down 7-2 after the second inning and scored 1 in the fourth to make it 7-3. And then all of a sudden, we talked about it, the wind came up dramatically in about the 7th inning,
Yeah,
6th, 7th inning.
And that ball that Grant hit, we talked about it, and he said he thought it was just going to be a lazy fly ball. He goes, I hit it all right. But it just kept on going. The wind pushed it, and next thing you know, we're within 1 run.
Yeah.
It's a 7-6 game.
And at that point, I was watching, and from up here, it's one of those balls that when it's hit, you think, oh, it might land on the warning track. But with the wind yesterday blowing straight out of the west, it actually shifted it enough that it went over the wall.
And that one's fouled by Grant. So that is a tough situation when you see the guy at third or the guy at second has that base stolen. But, you know, you still got to protect your bat. You still got to protect the count. You can't go down. So Shannon with a great jump and sadly had to be spoiled away. But, yeah, today seems like to be another one of those days where the ball is just going to keep flying. If you look at the ball painted on the outside corner, strike 3. Weiserman goes down.
Yep. In steps Tyler McAvoy. And as you alluded to, the wind howling straight out of the south today. And that's another thing that you don't see a lot of south to north facing baseball fields. Cavalier, of course, is one of them.
And as a pitcher, it hurts. You know, every time a ball goes in the air, you have that thought in the back of your mind, oh, my goodness, did I just give up a bomb?
This place is either a pitcher's nightmare or a pitcher's best friend.
See, that ball in the air doesn't look like it's going to get too much done. See how the outfield still has to drift back, and that's deep enough to tag for Shannon Martin. We've got a runner at third now with 2 down.
So in steps Carson Johnson. Carson played in last night's game, was on base every time he was at the plate.
What was his? What did he do?
He led off the game with a single, walked on, a single. Or no, the first one was an error. Sorry. Walked on, single, walk.
Sometimes that's all you got to do. You got to fight to
So
get
he
to
was
first
1
base.
for 2.
You got to fight to get to first base. You really have to. Like, you got to want it. And, you know, standing up there, having good ABs, having tough ABs, it gets the job done. You know what? In those walks, that's 4 pitches. Who knows if he fouled off more? You know, that's wasting a lot of pitching. That's wasting a lot of time for the pitcher, and it's just good to keep that, to have that fight.
The first walk was a full count. Actually, it was an 8-pitch at bat.
See, there you go. Great.
And the second walk was a 5-pitch at bat. The final walk was a 4-pitch walk.
The 1-0 pitch to Carson on its way. Carson takes ball up and in for ball 2.
It's actually 3-0.
3-0. Oh.
We were both off. It's all right. It happens.
It happens. We're all human.
So a 3-0 count with a runner on third. And now 2 away.
Just like we were talking about, got to fight to get to first base, and just like that, you got to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Good eye. You know, he goes up there. You want to hit. You want to get the job done. You want to score for your team. But hey, it's sometimes you got to put the team above yourself and just watch those 4 straight. Get on base.
And even still, like you've got opportunities. Just because there's 2 outs on the board doesn't mean that you still can't play station-to-station baseball.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if Carson got going. First pitch to Remington Miller is a ball up. Remington last night, how did he do? I know he had at least 2 hits, right?
He had a double, a walk, a single.
That's a productive day.
And 2 groundouts.
That's still a productive day.
A very productive day. The double came in the second inning. Initially was ruled an error, and after further review was changed to a double.
Yeah, that left fielder yesterday was having some trouble. That Kansas wind is no joke.
Well, and that was in the third inning. They actually flipped the right and left fielders.
And back-to-back 3-0 count. That is 7 balls in a row. Remington should not even.
I wouldn't even pull the bat off my shoulders right now.
That is not coming off his shoulders. If you do that, that is not some coach will. And 8 straight balls. So.
And bases loaded.
Bases loaded, all with 2 outs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can turn nothing into something. And we got a mound visit right now with Jake Vassell coming up. Vassell yesterday had 2 hits as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm. 2 singles.
And one of them was a really clutch one at I believe it was the 8th?
In the 7th.
7th?
Yep. Got on, but was part of a double play.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do remember that.
But that move actually moved him around into scoring position. He stole over. Remington stole over into scoring position and then was moved over to third. And then it was Bo Dallion that actually Tyler McAvoy drove him in.
Oh yeah, with the
as part of that
play.
double play.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, right now Jake is not gonna even try at this first pitch.
Oh, I wouldn't even
Jake
I would
is
just
gonna be
stand there with a bat on my shoulders
He's
and
gonna stand there and look pretty and hopefully get an RBI out of it.
exactly.
Those are the easiest ones.
And you have to at this point, make them pitch to you.
First pitch is a strike now. Jake is ready to go. He's broke his streak of 8 straight, and now it's time to go. Base hit can really help right now. Break it open. Every run counts, especially over here. Wow, 8 straight and 2 straight strikes. I mean, now you got to fight.
Yep.
But, even though we haven't scored, that's still a lot of pitches on this pitcher's arm. And the quicker
he's already thrown 21 pitches.
The quicker you can get into the bullpen, the better your day is going to be. Shannon's still dancing over there trying to mess with him. That ball up and getting into foul territory. Does he have room? He does not make the catch.
Falls. The first baseman, Yeager, was giving chase on it and probably couldn't see it very well on the live stream, but the ball was popped up. It was going to go foul. It looked like it was actually going to go out of play towards the clubhouse to our right.
But the wind pushed it almost
the
fair.
wind pushed it, kept it in the field of play. It did drop foul, and the count remains 0-2.
Got to bear down right here. Choke and poke. Ooh. Fastball up and in. Got to put the team above yourself. Wear it. Get an RBI. You can rub some turf on it when you go down the bases.
Yeah, rub some turf on it. You'll be all right.
Rub some turf on it, Jake. The 1-2 pitch coming to. And he
A little
missed
jam
him.
shot.
Go. He's going to beat him to the bag. Oh, close play at first. Bang, bang, but he is called out. And with that, we head to the top of the second. Still a 0-0 ball game.
You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
And we are back right here at the top of the second. Emerson Lott going for his second inning after coming off a really efficient and good first inning.
So Aiden Young back out as he was on when
He was at the plate when his buddy got thrown out by Mr. T-Mac himself. First pitch to Mr. Young was a ball. 1-0 coming on its way from Mr. Emerson. Oh, hits him with a curveball. And just like that, the first
leadoff runner's on.
Leadoff runner's on. Almost stumbled over my words there. Yeah, leadoff runner is on, and those always come back to bite you.
Yep. In steps Bryce Peterson. So Emerson Lott in his last start went 3 1/3, allowing 1 hit, 2 runs, and striking out 3.
First pitch ripped past Bo. Down the line, is he going first or third? No, stays at second. Good job getting the ball in by Mr. Shannon Martin. That ball was ripped.
A well-hit ball off the barrel that bad, and that will bring up
Mr.
Cooper Burgess.
Oof. Just like that, they're already in business. They got a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Mr. Emerson, let's see if he can work out of it. Did Mr. Cooper Burgess play yesterday?
He did not.
So his first time in here. Let's see how he does. The first pitch on his way. Ball out. Emerson's right here trying to get the ball low, try to get a ground ball, trying to get a double play, trying to get us like out of this inning as quick as possible. Throws a slider low for a ball. 2-0. See, that's a tough position to be in as a pitcher because you don't want to just pipe a fastball, but at the same time, you don't want to throw another ball with your off speed. So, do you trust your off speed enough to throw it and this 2-0 leverage count for the hitter? The 2-0 on its way. Fastball. Cut on and missed for strike one. The 2-1 on its way. Another
Swung on
swing and
and
miss.
missed. And just like that, the count evens itself at 2 apiece.
I think that's a changeup that he's throwing. It looks like it's got some dive on it that he's like swinging on top of.
See, that's why it's beneficial to have a pitcher up here because you can help identify pitches.
Yeah, it looks like it's like a changeup or something that's, has some little dive on it. Oh, the count goes full. Count is full. This is a payoff pitch. This is a really crucial pitch right here. This could determine the inning right here. Because it always starts one when you need that first out. And as you can see, walking in front of the camera is Ryan Buckley, Ashlyn, and Garrett, our 50-50 raffle people, standing in the way of the action. Oh,
Swung on and missed.
Slider on the inside half, swung on and missed, and we have one out. Now, with that out, you're one pitch away from getting out of it.
Indeed.
So they still are in business, do have a runner in scoring position, but now it's a lot easier to get out of it.
So in steps E.J. Barnes.
Mr. Ryan Buckley just hogging up the camera. First pitch. Ooh, inside hit him. Oh, that hurts. Emerson pleading his case, saying that he leaned into the pitch.
He did. There was definitely some lean in on that one.
Well, sadly we can't call New York to try and challenge.
I call official review. Nope, sorry, don't have it at this level.
Coach Young is also trying to plead his case that he leaned into the pitch. I mean, we could have the umpire here come back and watch the live stream if he likes. That'd be good first.
Nonetheless, bases loaded, and the catcher, Jin
Kobayakawa.
Kobayakawa. Or
Mr. Jin, the catcher.
Yes.
Tough spot, Mr. Emerson. Let's see him work through it. First pitch, first strike. That's how you got to come out. You got to come out throwing strikes.
Got to come out, go right at him. Bases loaded, and you're still, that double play is still there.
Double play is still in order. It is, a little bit more of a stressful situation, but because you got that first out, you are one pitch away, and that's all that matters. Ball inside. Count goes to 1-1. Even though these bases are loaded, he has been pitching efficiently. Ball missing inside, I believe. Now, count goes 2-1. But, yeah, back to my point. He does have the bases loaded, but he has been efficient with it. It's a one-pitch hit by batter. I think he hit the other guy on the second pitch. And
both two runners on have been hit by pitch, and there's another hit by pitch.
Just cannot find that slider. All three that have been hit with that slider.
And just like that, with the bases loaded, the Pioneers up 1-0. So in steps the 9-hole hitter, Coy Carpenter.
Oh, this kid hit a rocket off of me yesterday, right at our second baseman's chest. Ooh, it hurt. Like hearing that off the bat, that crack, turning around, I see my second baseman jogging it in. So I think he's gonna have a better time locating his slider with this guy because he has hit 3 right-handed batters because he's missing high arm side. We'll see how it goes. First pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner, painted. The 0-1 to Mr. Carpenter on the way. Ball low. Count goes even at 1 apiece. We got one out, 1 ball, 1 strike. We got bases loaded. See, that one would have hit a right-handed batter. So he's missing that thing way arm side. Got to finish it. That's what you got to do. That's what happens when you kind of don't go at it with your full intensity. You got to throw all of your pitches with the same intensity that you do your fastball. 2-1 coming on. Fouled back. The count goes even at 2s. You know, you have the bases loaded. You had kind of a struggling inning. Now it's all about limiting the damage. The damage has happened. It has happened. Get over it. Try to limit. 2-2 pitch. Chopped back up the middle. Oh, slow roller. Carson Johnson, great athletic play to get an out to make sure of one. But a run does score on the play. It is now 2-0 Pioneers. We have 2 outs now. And in steps Kieran Gaffney.
Gaffney flew out the last time he was at the plate in his first at bat.
A slider for a strike to start him off.
Last night, Gaffney hit in the 1 hole as well.
First pitch base hit of the game. Just rock it right back up the middle. That's what it means to be ready to hit. He wants to hit.
Big swing and a miss, and down in the count 0-2 is Gaffney.
See, do you think Emerson still has trust in his slider to throw it to another right-hander? Let's see.
Oh, we'll find out.
The 0-2 pitch. Shaking off. Shaking off.
Now he's got what he wants.
He's finally agreed what he wants to throw. 0-2. Slider inside for a ball.
1-2 the count on Gaffney.
How many pitches is he at right now?
32.
32. So not ideal, but still manageable. Slider down and away. The ball gets away. Runner's coming home, and he scores. Ball in the dirt advances the runner. Count goes to 2-2. Runner at third. And 3 in for the Pioneers this inning.
If you look back at last night's game, the Pioneers scored 1 in the first and then 6 in the second and was held scoreless after that.
Maybe history shall repeat itself. Lightning, there was lightning yesterday too, so maybe lightning does strike it twice in the same spot. Another slider on the inside half. Got to finish it. You got to throw that thing with the same intensity that you throw your fastball with, so it has sharper break, sharper cut, and you're more accurate with it too when you throw it harder. When you try to aim, that's when things start getting all out of whack.
Is it a slider or is it more of a breaking ball that's just not falling?
Slider, curveball, they're all like the same. With
True.
The way that you throw it, but no matter what pitch you throw, you have to throw it with intensity. And that is ball 4 to Mr. Gaffney. Up next is Francisco Laya.
Laya singled his last time up.
Through the 3-4 hole. And coming out is pitching coach Chris Isaac. No one down in the pen, so this is probably just come settle him down, let him know, hey, look, it's going to be all right. We got your back. Just get us in here and let us fight for you.
This is one of those scenarios where the A's aren't quite ready to go to the bullpen at this point. They want to save what they've got with having 3 more league games coming up after this. The A's will depart tomorrow morning. We're headed to Denver, Colorado.
And you're driving.
And I'm driving. We're taking on the Game Day Angels tomorrow night, 6:05 Mountain Time, set for that one. And then on Monday, the A's will take on the Denver Cougars. I believe that one's set for a 6:35 start.
And then who do we have on Tuesday?
And then on Tuesday, we will finish the league series with the Colorado Rough Riders. That a 1 p.m. Mountain Time game.
We really need to get back on the Rough Riders. They swept us 3-0.
They swept us at home. And
they 10-run ruled us twice in
yes.
those 3. So
the A's definitely looking for some revenge there. Go take one from the Rough Riders on the road.
We got first and third with 2 outs. Just fill it up. Hopefully get a ground ball, get a weak contact. Attaboy, filling it up. First pitch strike. It starts with 1.
Yep. Pitch is fouled off. And there go the kids.
You know, throwing strikes is such a crucial part. Like, they've scored 3 runs this inning and have only had 1 hit, and it was the second batter of the inning. Pick off in the dirt. Great scoop by Jake to save a run. I'm not a real big fan of that. The picking off. You got 2 outs. Let him. He can have second base. Let him have it.
Yeah,
Focus on the batter.
At
Get
this
your batter
point,
out.
get your out, focus on your batter, and let them get themselves out.
Ball on the inside. We have a 1-1. The 1-1 coming through, and another, and it got away from Jake. Ball thrown into the dirt off the pickoff attempt by Mr. Emerson Lott. See, that's the type of thing, man. If you're struggling to throw strikes, you can't worry about the runners on base. You got to get the guy at the plate, and it comes back to bite him. That is now 4 runs off of only 1 hit this inning. We got a 1-1 count to Mr. Laya. The 1's on the way. Popped up. Carson Johnson calls for it. And we will see you guys in the bottom of the 2nd inning, trailing 4-0 to the Pioneers.
Welcome back into Cavalier Field. Zach Moore in to lead off. Takes first pitch for ball number 1. Eric Elliott on the mound for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, and that one missing high as well, and the count runs to 2-0. 2-0 delivery from Elliott. It's a strike on the upper edge. Count moves 2-1. Another fastball strike, and the count's even at 2 apiece. The A's have a little bit of work to do after falling down 4-0 against the Pioneers. That pitch misses outside, and the count runs full. Pioneers 4 runs on just 1 hit in the top half of this inning. Payoff pitch coming from Elliott. Comes in, it will hit Mora, and that will put a runner on with nobody out. Bo Dallion stepping in for your Dodge City A's. Dallion, the 8-hole hitter tonight. So we will go to work. Justin Hurd alongside with Matthew Chavez.
And that pitch, he's off with the pitch. That's the whole, the second you see the leg lift, you get going. If he picks you off, so be it. But just like that, how he had that base stolen the second he picked off his leg. Oh, pitcher's trying to call for time. Or catcher's trying to call for time. No, this is one of those really crucial spots right now for Bo. You got to get the runner over. You got to do a job. We just had a 4-spot put on us. Got to do everything you can to chip away, even if it's one run at a time.
And that's all it takes is one run at a time. Pitch, a strike.
Got to catch it to be a strike. At least that's my philosophy, job description.
If you can't hold on to it, it should be a strike.
Job description. You're a catcher. Catch the ball.
In all reality, the catchers have done a lot of work, and especially Mr. Velasco for the Dodge City A's, blocking about everything that was thrown at him yesterday.
Oh, yeah, and I contributed to that more than I would like to admit.
1-2, the count on Bo Dallion.
Got to bear down right here and do a job. Get a runner over.
Pop up.
Is it coming out? Ooh, missed by the catcher. Second life for Mr. Bo. What does he do with it? We will see. I thought the ball was just going to get out of play to the shed, and then next thing you know, it's pushed back almost into the dugout.
There's that wind causing issues again. Nonetheless, count remains at 1-2 to Dallion.
The 1-2 from the lefty. Ooh, low, I guess. Hey, Bo is 6'5", so, I understand why that would be considered low. Looked great from up here. The 2-2 on its way. Ball hit foul by Bo down the line. Got a decent little piece of it. Got a decent little piece.
So after falling down in the count 0-2, 4 pitches, 2 of them have been fouled off.
Going up there and fighting. Don't ever give up an AB. Zach is off with the pitch, but he's got to get going back. That ball's popped up into right field, but it gets down. Zach would have scored on that, but that was great base running by him. You do not, that's the Bermuda
The
Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle. I was just getting ready to say that.
That ball normally does not fall. That was actually pretty insane to watch. That is a line drive in the scorebook, though, for Mr. Bo Dallion. Up next is Mr. Eric Mendoza. Mr. Mendoza did not have a chance to play yesterday, so he's a well-rested man. Let's see if he can get a job done.
Well, and you allude to it a little bit. That is part of the beauty of the team that we've built this year is there is some depth out there that guys can get a half day or a day off here and there and be able to rest up and come back refreshed.
And those off days really count because you'd be surprised how well you feel after that one off day.
Indeed, and Monday was one of those days with the A's not
Ball
playing.
on the ground, could be 2. Is Eric going to beat it out? He is not, but with that we do score a run and we do break one off. It always starts with 1, and we officially have 1 now. Base is empty now for who's coming up right now? Mr. Shannon Martin. So the lineup turns over in the second inning.
Yep, back at the top of the lineup. Shannon Martin was hit by a pitch his last time up. The athletic training department would be very popular tonight if there was one.
Oh, yeah. I had to do my own icing, had to do my own massage gun and everything. But, it is what it is. It's all good.
It's summer ball.
first pitch ripped foul right at the dugout of the Pioneers.
Sends a few guys scrambling, make sure they're still awake over there.
A little heads up, never hurt nobody. The 1-0 pitch coming to Shannon is ball. Ball low. One. Ball low again. What is this guy's pitch count at now? He's got to be pushing 45.
He is at 41.
41.
18 for strikes.
Oof. Ball 3 to Mr. Shannon Martin. A great eye up there. These balls have not been missing by a lot.
They have.
Those have been some great takes by our guys. The 3-1 right, you know you're getting a fastball. Be ready for it. Don't miss it. And it was low. Ball 4 for Mr. Shannon Martin.
And there it is, that 2-out walk.
Bring up Grant Weiserman.
Sets up the 2-out rally that the A's saw in the bottom of the first, although they came up empty there.
Still made the guy throw a lot of pitches, put a lot of pressure on him. It just, we didn't come through with it, but that's baseball. You can't come through every single time.
So Grant Weiserman at the plate, struck out looking his last time up, but a man that can definitely drive it over the fence.
He really has, is it 3 home runs on the year or 4?
Well, let me double check. I think it's 5, but I could be wrong.
5, that's crazy. He's been hitting the ball hard. And the pickoff throw is wide, and Shannon's going first to third. Shannon's getting there.
Digging for third.
First baseman.
He'll be there easily.
First baseman just puts it in his pocket. And just like that, you got another runner in scoring position, and a base hit cuts the lead in half to 2. That's how quickly things can change in baseball. You get your double play, you think you're going to get out of it. Oh, it's just a walk. Next thing you know, your pickoff goes wild, and now he's at third with a man that has been hitting the ball amazing. The 0-1 pitch to Grant. Popped up. Foul territory. Or is it coming back? Is the wind going to push it back? It is not. So Grant now down 0-2. Got to see what he can do.
Four home runs for Mr. Weiserman's 6 extra bases hits.
He's been seeing the ball great. Let's see if he can give us another one. He was hitting really well during BP today. Ooh, chases the fastball up to end the inning.
So that will end the inning. The A's strand 1 and score 1. We're headed to the top of the third, a 4-1 ball game in favor of the Pioneers. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field. Jackson Yeager leading off for the Pioneers.
With Emerson Locke going out for his third inning of work. That second inning was rough, but this seems to be a change. Ground ball to Bo Dowling, gets it over, gets him out. One batter, one out. That is efficient, and that's what we need.
A much needed first out, and the four-hole hitter Aiden Young stepping in. He was hit by pitch his last time up. Worked our way into the top of the third inning.
You know, after that second inning, you got to come back and you got to show.
You got to
that
start
you want 'em
hanging
here.
zeros right now.
You know, after a big inning, that's the most important part, especially when our guys clawed back and gave us a run. You know, you keep throwing up zeros. First pitch strike on the slider. So it looks like he's maybe getting some better control of that thing. Throwing a first strike. Let's see if he does it again. The 1-1 offering. Inside. Oh, now it is 1-1.
Now it's 1-1.
Scoreboard was wrong. Scoreboard has it as 2-1. Scoreboard is now reset. They have got it correct. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to Zach Mora. Scooped, gathered, thrown across a diamond. Nice and easy out number 2.
So in steps Bryce Peterson. Peterson singled his last time up. And with 2 away.
Hit that laser beam past Bo at third. That ball was hit hard. As of right now, that's an extremely efficient inning, Mr. Emerson. That is one hell of a way to come back off of that second inning.
Yep,
You got to come back and throw strikes.
after loading the bases and having a few
Another
walks
first pitch strike. You know,
That-
that's the key right there. You got to have good first pitch strike percentage.
Indeed, and that's something that as I was doing
Stats.
stats, but part of what I do during the school year is I was doing the PA announcing, and I was actually tracking first pitch strike or first pitch ball with those guys, not necessarily doing it as much here during the summer, but it was something that I would look at, and it was interesting to see, you know, you start off first pitch strikes and how often those statistics play into whether an inning goes 1, 2, 3 or you get runners on. How often if you get a runner out, that leadoff runner out, your statistics go way down and the scoring frequency.
Oh, yeah, it always starts with 1. And then when you get that first pitch strike, you're allowed to throw pitches like that, which aren't strikes, but look enticing to a batter. Now he's got 2 strikes. He's most likely going to swing at that pitch again because he has to protect. You know, if he's 2-0, he's just spitting on it because he's looking for a fastball. Right now, he doesn't know what's going to be thrown. Emerson can go to anything in his bag, and let's see what he goes for. Fastball low in the dirt, blocked by Mr. McAvoy.
So the count runs full.
Count runs full on Mr. Peterson. Get us out of here, Grant. Or Grant. Emerson. I was looking at the lineup.
Payoff pitch.
And
a beautiful pitch, but just missing outside.
Everyone on the field thinking it was a strike. Everyone started to walk off the field. But it is a walk.
But that's something that I think our pitching staff is starting to try to account for, is that inside call that some guys may have been used to being there. They're adjusting to the way umpires have zones, especially in the league that we're in, and are being able to make adjustments
Runner
for
goes,
that.
and he's probably going to third. Takes a look and decides not to. So the first pitch is low, gets past high, and now we have a runner at second. Just talked about how quickly things could change in baseball. You go from
2 out, no on.
2 outs to now a runner in scoring position, 1-0. Things happen quick.
Cooper Burgess at the plate, struck out
his
swinging.
last time. The 1-0 to Mr. Burgess. Fouled back.
That was rather impressive that you remember all that without even looking at the stat book.
Remembered what?
What guys have done.
Oh, I mean, as a pitcher, you gotta keep mental notes of what everyone's done. And, it's pretty obvious that, he was the big lefty that came in and struck out. And, ooh, Zach flashed the glove. He wants a pickoff. Doesn't get it. Goes to third. Gunned out by about 2.5 miles. T-Mac with his second throw out of the game. Emerson gets out of the inning with no damage done. We are now heading to the bottom of the third.
We are headed to the bottom of the third. McAvoy, Johnson, and Miller due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field. Tyler McAvoy set to lead off the bottom of the third for your Dodge City A's, trailing 4-1 in this one. McAvoy,
Pioneers pitcher, going back out there for his third inning of work.
Had the sac fly that moved Shannon Martin over into scoring position, but not able to do anything with it. He'll take the first pitch he sees for strike number one.
Painted on the corner. There's times as a batter, you're looking for that fastball, but when he paints that, you just got to tip your cap.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be doing much with that pitch unless you're looking for it. And a pitch, attaboy, ripped into right field.
Off the end of the bat even.
Ty is a strong man. He's young, but he's a very strong kid.
That one gets down into right field, and in steps Carson Johnson. Walked on his last time up.
I wouldn't mind another one of those.
Hey.
Carson does a really good job of just standing there and looking pretty and getting on base somehow. I don't know how he does it. Just like that. Look at that. Ball one to Carson.
Ball one up at about his chin level.
Ty as the catcher, I'm surprised they're not giving him a courtesy runner because there are courtesy runners allowed in this league. The 1-0 pitch. Up again, 2-0 to Mr. Carson Johnson. I do not believe that he's even going to take the bat off his shoulder.
No, the way that Elliott has struggled to find the zone consistently,
2-0.
I wouldn't.
Ball outs or not. I thought that was out. That's just my view up here, but what do I know?
We don't have a direct view like the umpire.
You're right, we don't. The 2-1 pitch coming to Carson. Outside, 3-1.
Mr. Kobakawa definitely getting his work in.
The 3-1 pitch on its way and swung on and missed by Mr. Johnson. We now have a full count.
So we'll have a payoff pitch here. Elliott working from the first base side of the rubber, waves off a couple, has what he wants, and comes set.
The payoff pitch on its way, and it is swung at ball 4.
A jam shot.
Safe at. You got to challenge that. That was on the transfer. I guess. Ooh.
So a fielder's choice. So runner on and one away.
That ball forward me, it was weighing on his hands.
Oh, that was a jam shot.
Oh, that was a jam shot. Hey, but a good job running out that hard 90, not giving it up. Now we have a runner at first. Even though the guy at second base did bobble it, you never know. You always got to run hard. First pitch swung on a miss by Mr. Remington Miller. Carson's got some decent speed at first base. He might go.
Remington walked on his last time up.
Ball up.
One count as the A's working their second trip through the batting order.
The 1-1 on the way. Popped up. Has enough
coming
room.
back.
And he makes the catch. 2 down. And with that comes Mr. Jake Vassell. You know, inning that started off promising. You know, he had 2-0, runner at first with a base hit, nobody out. Now you get 2 quick outs, and you know things aren't looking too good for this inning. But hey, we've been known to do some stuff with 2 outs, so we'll see.
We've done damage with 2 outs, and it took the A's until the bottom of the 7th last night with that 3-run home run that put the A's within 1 at the time.
And then we scored in the bottom of the 8th as well.
Uh-huh.
The first pitch swung on a miss by Mr. Jake. 0-1 coming on its way. Swung on a missed. 0-2.
Down quickly. 0-2 is Jake Vassell, who grounded out his last time up.
Elliott's been doing a great job this inning of actually just going in there and throwing strikes. And, ooh, I don't know where that one's missing. And Carson's going. And he is safe. Heads up base run.
That is
catching the defense lacking.
That is just excellent baseball IQ right there. Watching the defense sleeping.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where you catch them sleeping and you're safe. Everyone loves you, but if you catch them sleeping and you're out, oh, it's a long walk back to the dugout. And just like that, with 2 outs, we have a runner in scoring position. All it needs is a base hit. The 1-2 count to Jake. On its way. He's going to third. Ball in the dirt. Not even a throw. And just like that, we have a runner at third base with 2 outs. Just a simple base hit here, and we can have our lead cut, or their lead cut in half.
So back-to-back stolen bases have put a run just 90 feet away for the A's.
The 2-2 on its way. Fouled off by Mr. Vassell.
I mean, a good thought process there is to at least get a barrel on it, foul it off.
You can't give up ABs. You got to go up there and you got to fight. You got to fight for every single pitch. You cannot take a single pitch off. And I feel like our guys do a good job of that. You know, we always go down. We always fight. We don't just give up ABs. Wind is howling out there. Did he just balk? Balks in a run. You don't see that much. Oh, umpire is yelling at the fans, or the fans are yelling at something's going on.
The fans were yelling about some things. There's some Pioneers fans in the stands, but was also having an exchange with the dugout. But nonetheless, balks in a run.
I am not complaining, to say the least.
Not at all.
The 2-2 on its way. Strike 3. Hey. And look at that. Those 2 stolen bases come back to bite him and the balk. And we go to the top of the 4th with the lead cut in half.
So we're headed to the top of the 4th. We'll be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back in as Cooper Burgess set to lead off for the Pioneers. He struck out swinging his last time up.
And Emerson Locke going after for his 4th inning of work, starting off the inning with a ball on the outside corner. You know, he did have a pretty efficient last 3rd inning, so, you know, you got to make up some pitches somehow.
Emerson Lott with just 53 pitches in the ball game, 23 4 strikes.
That ball's in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. No one in the bullpen yet for either team, so I think they're gonna ride these starters out, at least 4. The 1-1 on its way, swung on and missed by Mr. 3-4, Mr. Burgess. Mr. Emerson in the driver's seat right now, up 1-2 on the count. Line drive past the first baseman, foul. Count remains 1-2. Waiting for the second baseman to go get the ball. Tosses it in. We have a lot of nice guys on the team, don't we?
We do.
We got a lot of nice guys, nice sportsmanship. The 1-2 count on its way. Swatted foul past third base.
I was just looking back through our previous games, and 4 innings, the farthest any A's starter has gone.
Yeah, I know our walks just eat up so many pitches because, you know, a walk is guaranteed 4 pitches, and you haven't done anything to them.
Indeed. And those 4 inning starts, of course, Jake Vassell back on June the 11th, 4 innings against the Hayes Larks.
Hey, well, yesterday, Mr. Garrett went 5 innings out of the pen. 5 zeros. Went up there, and he secured us that win. And blows by him, strike 3 for out number 1. And with that steps up Mr. E.J. Barnes, the shortstop. Number 7 hitter. Was hit by pitch his last AB. Well, I wouldn't say he was more hit. He hit the pitch. He leaned in pretty well. But what do I know?
Yep. So Jake Vassell and Cole Erhorn, the 2 longest outings at 4 innings apiece as starters.
First pitch is fouled off. Is it coming back? Bo Dalian catches it right up against the fence for out number 2. I did not expect that ball to stay in play. That ball looked like it was going to get out of play. Blew back in. Great job by Bo Dalian to stay with that ball and not give up on it. Caught it right behind our dugout. You couldn't even see it on the camera, but there is room by there. Oh, we do have action now in the bullpen. That is Jack, who is throwing with our catcher, Dom.
So in steps the catcher, Jin Kobayakawa.
You like that one, don't you?
I'm going to get it right.
Kobayakawa. Come on, it's your turn.
Kobayakawa.
There you go. Takes us a few tries. Pitch number 2 on its way. Inside for ball.
2-0 count on the catcher who was hit by a pitch his last time up.
Ooh, hit by a pitch again with the same slider. You know, he has been throwing it a lot more for strikes, but even then, sometimes it still gets away from you. Hey, no harm, no foul. There's 2 outs. Just throw some strikes, get this next guy out. Let's get back in there and fight for more runs.
The courtesy runner, Carson Bevel for the Pioneers.
Corey Carpenter, the 9 hitter. After this, the lineup will flip over to their leadoff.
Carpenter grounded out his last time up.
Ball in, and T looking at the guy at first base, dancing a little bit, but not far enough to warrant a throw. 1-0 to Mr. Carpenter.
Tyler, or T-Mac, as some of the guys call him.
Oh, that's how he'll always be known, as Mr. T-Mac.
One of several A's players that went and participated in some fishing with the special needs class at the high school on Friday.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I was not invited. Had no idea. Hey, well, we were all also at the kids camps. We did kids camps Monday through Friday.
So a lot going on behind the scenes for the Dodge City A's. As you just heard him talk about the youth camps. 10 different camps, or 10 different sessions of camps held this last week, and a couple more sessions coming up for the Camp YMCA.
Well, you got to put it into perspective. You know, this community does so much for us, and us doing those camps is only a fraction of what all those people have been able to do for us. It's our way of another missed pickoff, spiked in the dirt. That is 3 in a row, and he's heading to third. Throw from Carson Johnson. It's going to be a close one, and he is safe. And just like that, they have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs on a 3-0 count. Man, baseball can come at you quick.
Indeed.
But
so yes, and those camps are part of the agreement that the A's and the city have for their support of the Dodge City A's as well.
It's the least we can do. It is honestly the least we can do. You know, every time one of us goes outside to get a foul ball, you know, kids are high-fiving us, talking to us, trying to get to know us. And it's just one of those things where, like, you feel genuinely a part of the community.
And the community shows up and supports the A's. You know, we talk about it, the kids that are running around here. And there's just a lot of different angles that it takes to support the operations.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, I sell the 50-50 raffle a lot, so I'm pretty sure people have seen me, you know, walking up the staircase. And, you know, there's people I see every single time that are coming here. You know, they don't have any kids on the team. They're just here to support, and it means a lot. Like, I go up to them and I ask them their names because, you know, they're somebody that support me, and they buy the 50-50 raffle every single game.
Yep.
You know.
Well, and you have people like Chuck and Roger who are on the A's board, but are out here. Some nights they're out here grilling, and some nights are out here just to watch baseball.
And like nobody puts themselves like too high above everybody else. You know, everyone does their job and does it great. You know, and there's nothing that we as ball players can do to even come close to repaying back you guys' kindness. You know, we get meals at the end of every game. Yesterday it was pancakes and breakfast burritos, which might sound weird, but I'm one of those guys. I love breakfast at dinner.
Oh, breakfast for dinner is the best sometimes.
Oh, my goodness, man. Those pancakes were amazing. They showed. Runner goes. T-Mac, could he get 3? Uh-oh. Play at the plate, and he's gone. Ooh, we needed that. Cuts down the run, cuts down some pitches, saves Emerson's arm. He might be able to go back out for the 5th, if we're being honest. He's got enough arm left in him. But with that, we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Mora, Dalian, and Mendoza due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Zach Morris set to lead off as Eric Elliott still on the mound for the Pioneers.
Oh no, Zach had 3 great barrels yesterday, so he's seen the ball good. Let's hope he carries it on into this one. First, seeing the ball well. Big league take, ball right on the outside corner, taken for a ball. So the one that was coming on its way, Zach with a blast. Is it going to get out?
High fly ball. It's going. It's gone.
Over left center, 360, 370. That was a barrel. First one of the year for him. Look at him running around the bases.
Touch them all, my friend.
Attaboy, Zach. He has been seeing the ball great. He had 3 great barrels yesterday, and he's already got a great barrel today. Stay hot, Zach.
Well, and look at that. 3 straight innings the A's have scored 1 in, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th as Mr. Bo Dallion steps in. He singled his last time up.
You know how you always say it starts with 1? Well, that was our 1.
There was your 1. And like that, the A's are within 1 after falling behind 4-0. 1-0 pitch coming from Elliott.
Jam shot up the middle. Is it going to get past the shortstop? Shortstop makes a great dive. Oh!
And a swiping tag.
That is, oh my goodness. All right. Some people in the fan getting a little interactive with the live stream. But see, that's what one of those great things about not giving up on the play and running a hard 90. That is going to be a, you give that a base hit?
That's a base hit. It was hit well deep into the hole. And that's one of those plays that if they make the out, then it's bang, bang, you tip your hat and move on. I rule it a ground ball single.
And just like that, we're back in business again. I think they're going to go to the bullpen. I don't know if you guys can see it on the live stream, but to the right, we're having some lightning.
Hey, that's just western Kansas weather.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's way past us now. Oh, wow.
I mean, those are storms that are moving away from the Dodge City area. They're well off to our east.
You know, that ball up the middle. It was a great job by the shortstop to even knock it down. You know, he actually made a decently strong throw. It just was offline, but great job of our guys not giving up on a play and running our hard 90s. It's little things like that, like the things you can control.
Oh.
You know, you control your effort. You control sprinting down the line, getting down the line, beating out that tag. You know, it's little things like that that always get us moving. Like last inning with Carson when he stole those 2 bases with 2 outs. You know, he could have flopped over and gone, oh, it's 2 outs, who cares? But instead of that, he is pushing the boundaries.
Alejandro Castillo is in the bullpen for the Pioneers, but they elect to stay with Eric Elliott right now.
Eric v. Eric, just spelled a little different. Mendoza grounded into a double play last time, but did drive in a run. Squares around a bunt, ball up. You know, I'm a big fan of the small ball. I love making defenses work. You know, and the thing with the bunt is I love it. I want my guys with their bunt out there and early. Let the world know what's going to happen. Make them make a play. Squares around, ball in.
Well, and there again, part of that is that mental game that's going on of you're going to make Elliott pitch to you.
Yeah, and he's thrown 2 straight balls. They're giving you a free out, and for some reason as a pitcher, it's like, all right, I'm going to throw it right at the bat, and it just does not work. Ooh, does not square around this time, and gets a strike. 2-1 now to Mr. Eric. Mr. Elliott, it's working pretty quick. Off with the pitch. Ball's up. Throw is good, and Bo is out. Not a bad play, not a bad play. That was a – did he give it a strike or a ball?
I believe it was a ball.
I believe that was a ball high. Just a bad pitch to run on. It's like, you know, those ones that are up are a lot easier for the catcher to get on and start throwing it down. So we have an out. So we got 3-1 to Eric Mendoza. Man, if he walks in right now, that like It sucks. Like as a coach, you just feel like, oh man, if I would have just waited a pitch. That is a strike.
Count runs full and a big payoff pitch coming now from Elliott.
Mendoza takes ball 4 in the dirt. So Eric wins the battle against Eric. And the lineup flips over to Shannon Martin, who has he walked both times?
Hit by pitch and a walk.
Yep, he's got on base free 90s both times. A free 180 for this man so far.
Yep. Officially no at bat in this ball game.
But he has been productive.
The A's start their third trip through the batting order.
You know, that's when you want to start getting the pitcher out. They're probably going to be heading to the bullpen shortly. The 0-0 on the way. Ball up to Mr. Martin.
I would almost say that if Shannon were to get on, we will likely see a pitching change.
Yeah. I mean, we've scored 1 every inning. And like I said, it starts with 1. You keep on adding ones. Ball low.
Ones are better than zeros.
It looks good. That pitch looked good to me, but what do I know? 2-0 now. Shannon is in the driver's seat. Can select a pitch that he wants, and if it's not, he can just take it. See, there you go, 3-0. Now I do not believe he's even looking for a certain pitch. He is just going to sit there and take it. Nope, coach literally told him to swing. Never mind. The coach literally gave him a go out. If you like it, bang it. Now, you know, that you got to have some trust in your players to be able to give them a 3-0 green light. Doesn't do much with the 3-0 green light because that ball is painted for strike 1. Good job of Elliott just not piping a fastball right down the middle because that, you know, that's what Zach Moore hit a bomb on. You know,
and on a day like today, you don't want to leave those meatballs hanging.
Ooh, another strike. Now we have full. Now we have a payoff pitch to Shannon Martin. Will he officially get an at-bat? Let's see.
We'll see the payoff pitch.
And no official at-bat yet for Mr. Martin.
3 free passes issued to the leadoff hitter for the Dodge City A's.
Free 270. And now we have up Mr. Grant Wiseman, who has struck out twice on the day, but that does not mean anything. He is still a threat at the plate every time he goes up to the box.
So you think this is a pitching change, or is this a, hey, this guy struck out, let's go get another one?
No, this is 100% a pitching change. You just walked 2 batters in a row. You've been struggling. How many pitches is he at, like 60, 70?
I've got him at 79.
79, you know, that's a good amount of pitches. And then to still only be in the 4th with 1 out. You already gave him a bomb this inning. You know, you're on your 3rd time through the order. The guys have seen you plenty of times. They know what you got. You know, it's just the smart decision on what to do at this point.
Indeed. So Alejandro Castillo set to take over the mound for the Pioneers. We'll take a step aside and tell you about it after we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Alejandro Castillo taking over the mound for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Played for Texas A&M International, comes from Weslaco, Texas.
You know, and it's hard coming into a game, especially in a time like this where the pressure is on. You've only got one out. You've got a hard hitter at the plate, and you got a runner in scoring position. Already giving up a run. First pitch in the dirt. Go to third. Safe. Both runners advance. Just like that. Second and third with one person out.
You rule that as stolen or as a wild?
I'm ruling that as a stolen because it was not super far away from the catcher. And if he would have reacted faster, got it, could have got it. You know, it didn't hit the backstop. Ooh, pitcher steps off, resets. And with only one out, all you have to do is put a ball in play, and we have a tie ball game.
Indeed.
Just like that.
Grounded to the third baseman, and they'll run it out. The play at the plate.
Get to third base, Shannon. Shannon is now getting to third base, so we got a little something out of it, although it wasn't a run. We advanced Shannon, and good heads-up base running by him. I know Eric was just caught out no man's land right there. That ball chopped him by the time the third baseman caught it. He was already too far down the line to get back. Next up is T-Mac. We got 2 outs, just a base hit. You know, give us a lead. Or, you know, maybe we'll just have ones across the board. Time called for the pitcher. Maybe they're getting signs.
Runners on the corners, and Kobayakawa out to have a quick conversation with Mr. Castillo.
Umpire saying taking a little too long. Break it up. Let's get going. Let's play some ball.
Come on, let's play baseball.
That's what we came here to do. We came here to play ball. T-Mac with a base hit to the right side, his last AB. Let's see if he can do the same thing. Put the team above himself and just get a base hit.
He was credited with the sac fly that moved Shannon Martin over into
And Grant will be going with the pitch.
third.
Just like I said. Yep. Grant is a fast man. Nothing you can do about that. Is that pitch ruled a ball?
Yes.
All right. We got 1-0. Runners at second and third. Exact same scenario, just with 2 outs now.
Yeah,
Instead of one.
and that was a scenario where the catcher popped up, was showing that he was going to make the throw, trying to fake and get Shannon to try to come home, but not biting. And now 2-0, the count on Tyler McAvoy.
You know, that same fake actually got us at Hayes. The catcher faked it, looked at third, and our guy was just in no man's land. It was like, oh, no, and they got us out. So it does work. It does work, you know, just very seldomly, but when it does, it does. Rips down the line, and it is a fair ball. That's going to score 2. Shannon coming around. Grant coming around. A 2-out, 2 RBI double from Mr. Mack. And celebrating that second base as he should. We now have the lead, 5-4.
Have yourself a celebration, Mr. McAvoy. And up there is the courtesy runner. It will be Mr. Nyan Hayes.
Oh, another extremely fast man. And just like that, our 2-out rally is still ongoing. Mr. Carson Johnson, he's also walked twice, hasn't he? 2 standing there looking pretties.
Walking a fielder's choice.
Oh, okay. Takes the first pitch for a strike on the inside corner. Doesn't agree with it, but gets back in there nonetheless to run it back. That ball was pieced by T-Mac.
Oh, a well-timed and well-placed hit.
Laser beam down the line, scoring 2. That is so clutch to have a 2-out hit like that. That is exactly what we needed at this point. Now, we just got to have our bullpen get out there and shut them down.
1-1, the count to Johnson.
One's on the way. Fastball inside. Ooh, great play by one of our guys down there, fielding that ball. He's down 1-2, but I would expect this guy. He's throwing a good slider, curveball. I think his is more of a curveball because it's more north-south instead of east-west. I would not be surprised if he buried one of those right now in such a leverage count. 9 is off with the pitch. Oh, to the backstop the ball goes.
That'll be a stolen base. He was off.
Oh, he was
and even though that one was to the backstop,
Oh, he was not going to be thrown out. Not even close. An easy pitch to take for Carson Johnson as it sails 5 feet over his head. I don't know what that was. I mean, sometimes you got to let it rip. One for the gun. You know what I mean? Now a wild pitch can actually score a run. Just like that. And 9 is off with the pitch. And we have another run. The wheels coming off the train for the Pioneers.
And the A's take a 6-4 lead. If you're just joining in, the Pioneers scored 4 in the top of the second and have allowed the A's 6 unanswered runs so far. A full count now to Johnson, the payoff
ball
pitch.
Up the middle for a base hit, keeping it going.
So in steps Remington Miller, and Miller, another one of those guys that hasn't had a whole lot of success, but the few at-bats that he's had have been quality.
You know, even if you don't get a base hit, if you're up there fighting, wasting pitches, throwing. And first pitch is popped up to the first baseman. Spear gets out of the way, and we have you spoken into existence. My goodness, man. How dare you?
How dare I?
Man, with that, we go to the top of the 5th. We have just scored 4 runs, and we've taken the lead 6-4. Let's see. I think Jack is going out there, so we do have a pitching change. We will have another arm.
New pitcher coming up after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Jack Meyer takes over the mound for your Dodge City A's. Comes in to tonight's contest having pitched 5 1/3 innings. Faced 31 batters.
Oh, he went out and absolutely shoved against Hayes. He just went out there and just threw strike after strike after strike. Gave up a few hits, but didn't let it deter him. Just went back out there and started throwing more strikes.
First pitch in to Kieran Gaffney for ball number 1. Meyer has struck out 3.
Strike on the outside corner for Mr. Meyer. What has Kieran done today?
He is 0 for 1, walked on his last time up.
And a slider on the inside corner, chopped foul. 1-2 to Mr. Kieran.
Yeah, that was one of those kind of jam shots on the inside.
Well, that's what Jack does really well. He doesn't throw the hardest, but you know what? He throws strikes, and he throws it at different speeds. You know, your whole job as a hitter is to have timing, and your whole job as a pitcher is to disrupt that timing. And a ball hit up the middle for Zach Mora. Nice and smooth, easy play. 1 down.
1 away, brings in Francisco Laya. Laya flew out his last time up. Jack Meyer on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Played for East Central Community College, comes from Pacific, Missouri.
And a ball outside somehow. What an 0 pitch on its way. Yep. Evens his count to 1 apiece. You got to win the ones. That's like the most important count in pitching. You got to win your ones. Like statistics, how you were talking about it, show. If you win your ones, or attaboy, up the middle, Carson with a smooth athletic play, throw across the diamond, got him out. Great stretch by Jake Vassell. Oh my goodness, that hurts.
Da-na-na, da-na-na. What a stretch out by Mr. Jake Vassell. And
He
athletic
looked like he was
play.
in pain getting up there. What a great athletic play up the middle by Carson Johnson, and to make a strong throw up the middle. You know, as a pitcher, when your team has your back like that on defense, it feels so good. It feels like you can just throw anything and you know your guys are going to have your back.
So in steps Jackson Yeager. He is 0 for 2, grounded out his last time up. And
good things happen when you throw strikes.
the A's defense doing the work here tonight.
That first pitch is high for a ball. Next pitch is low and away for a ball. 2-0 to Mr. Yeager. Popped up. Will it? I think that's getting out. Yep, it is getting out.
The wind has calmed a little bit. It's still blowing out of the south.
Oh, it is definitely pushing straight to the 404 up center. So any balls going in the air, you gotta start getting back on those. Curveball for a
Ball.
Okay, wow. All right.
And there again, we talked about it, making that adjustment. We know that the umpires haven't always liked the inside edge.
I mean, they haven't really liked strikes either. That ball is in the air. Will it travel? It is right at Shannon Martin. That ball is a homer in an elevator shaft coming down for the 3rd out. And a painless 1-2-3 inning for Mr. Jack Meyer. With that, we go to the bottom of the 5th.
It will be Vassell, Mora, and Dalian due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
And we are back at the bottom of the 5th with Jake Vassell leading off against Alejandro Castillo.
Castillo came in relief in the last inning against the A's. Got the final 2 outs.
First pitch for a strike, fouled off by Mr. Vassell.
Jake.
What has Jake done today?
Ground out and a strikeout swinging.
Ooh, really good looking slider, but just off of the plate.
By a few inches.
By about a foot, maybe 2. But, hey,
Just
man, it
a
looks
bit
good.
outside.
Just like that. It looks good. Right up the middle. Can Jake beat it out? Ooh. Smooth play up the middle by the shortstop for the Pioneers. Gets the first out of the inning. Now, like I said, it always starts with one. That was a very crucial out. We have Zach Moore, the shortstop, coming up, who's looked great in the field and also hit a bomb today as well.
He has.
Hit a bomb and gotten hit by the pitch.
His first home run of the summer season.
He's seeing the ball great. Time already before he even got in the... Oh. Alejandro Castillo's trying to quick pitch him. Zach don't like that. How you gonna do that? And
tried to quick pitch and then you spike it in the opposite batter's box?
Oof. I mean, some guys want to have that presence, but if you want to have that presence, you got to be able to throw it. You got to be able to get on that zone.
1-0 delivery moves inside, and the count moves to 2-0.
I swear this guy's throwing harder to Zach. He looks like he's like putting some extra effort into it, like he really wants to get this guy out, like this guy really is it.
Well, I mean, he hung a home run on his team.
Yeah, well, he's also going to run all over him because it's down 3-0 right now. Down 3-0 and not even been close with anything. Yeah. Spike another fastball for me, please. Show him how hard you can throw. Look at that. Ball up and in.
4-pitch walk, and in steps Bodalian. He's having himself a night. 2 for 2. Has singled both times he has been at the plate.
Both balls with a maximum exit velocity of about 60 to 65. But don't let the scorebook tell you that.
Hey, a single is a single.
Oh, I best believe it is.
A hit is a hit.
It definitely is.
And in that department, the A's with 6 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. The Pioneers, 4 runs, 2 hits, and an error.
Hit by the first pitch. He is not happy about that. I mean, I wouldn't be either, so.
Nobody's ever happy to be hit by the pitch. But
I mean, bro, when you're 6'5", 200 and something pounds, a little curveball ain't going to hurt nobody. It's more just annoying because he wants to hit. You know, that's probably his main complaint. Ooh, what is going on in right? The right fielders are switching right now.
I bet they're probably getting ready to send Gaffney to the bullpen.
Oh, so we have a new pitcher coming in. The right fielder is actually going to come in and pitch. Some Little League action going on right now. Yeah, the right fielder is coming in to pitch. Hey, right fielders are known for having strong arms. So, does that say number 12?
It should be Gaffney, number 22.
22.
And it appears that Ethan Mooser will take over right field.
Ethan Mooser. What number is he?
35.
Ooh, that's going to be a long scroll down.
So we will take a step aside as Gaffney gets his warm-up pitches in, and we will be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
Mr. Kirian Gaffney on the mound, starting off, coming out of the pen, throwing strikes to Eric Mendoza. What has he done today? I think he's walked in ground.
Eric Mendoza, a walk and a ground out.
Ooh, 2 strikes back to back, getting right back on the mound. I love that. You know, even though it is the other team, I love that. I love when a pitcher just gets up there and wants to keep on throwing, doesn't want to waste no time. Zach's over there dancing at second base. Zach is going with the pitch, but it is fouled off by Mr. Mendoza. I believe Zach would have had that. I think he would have had that. He got a great jump. Our guys are fast. They like running. Let's see if Bo follows him. Hopefully they're on a string, because if he goes, first and second, or second and third. Slider down and away, but you can't check it. Blue has 0 view on that.
Yeah, field umpire was totally screened on that one, not able to make the call.
The 1-2 pitch to Mr. Mendoza. Ball low. Good stop by... Oh, if I don't have his last name in front of me, I don't know it. But with that, the count goes even at 2 apiece. Pitch coming to Mendoza. Back up the middle. Missed by the pitcher. Biffed, but still able to get 1. But with that, the runners do advance to second and third with 2 outs. And the lineup flips over. We have Shannon Martin coming up with 2 outs. Gaffney coming in, immediately throwing strikes. That's all you really could ever ask for out of your pitchers at the bullpen. First pitch slider low and away for ball 1. Shannon still with not a single official at bat. 3 straight free 90s. Got a free 270 for the day. Pitch. Another ball in the outside corner to Shannon. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch coming to Shannon. 3-0. I would not be surprised if coach told him not to swing. And they're just going to intentionally put him on. That is 4 walks in a row for Mr. Shannon. He has got on base 4 times. Coming up is Grant. Grant has not done much today, so maybe that's why they just decided, instead of piping Shannon a fastball and potentially getting hurt, just to refresh the count, get a new batter, see what he can do. The first pitch to Grant is a ball low. The Blue has not been given that low pitch to either side. So although he might be pinching, he is at least consistent. That is at least how it seems on our end over here. That ball down and away, 2-0. The wheels are starting to come off. You got to find the strike zone right now. Gaffney's got to reset and just throw a strike. You got to get in there. Can't play around. You got to throw some strikes. 3-0 the count. Yeah, that bat is not coming off of Grant's shoulder. He has just thrown 6 in a row. Oh, and he gives them the looking pretty RBI. Stood there, looked pretty, and got an RBI out of it. Catcher pleading this case with the umpire, asking where that ball is missing. But with that, we have walked in a run, and we have now scored another one. It is now 7-4 A's. Coming up is Tyler McAvoy, who had that clutch 2-out double down the line. If he would have another one of those right now, we'd put the game pretty well out of reach for my liking. He could really break it open right now. First pitch. Oh, popped up to the right fielder. That wind is winding, but he does make the catch. The Pioneers get out of the inning pretty unscathed. A lot of pitches, but oof, 3 runs is a lot though.
Ethan Mooser takes over after moving to right, so we'll take over in the 4-hole for the designated hitter, Aiden Young. Mooser down in the count, 0-2. He played in last night's game.
I know, I love that. After our guys go up there and put up a run, just come back out there and start throwing strikes. Already 2 straight strikes. That's what you need. And K'd him up on the foul tip, held on by T-Mac. And with that, there is 1 down.
And steps Bryce Peterson. Peterson walked on his last time up. The A's lead this one 7-4, as they have scored in every half inning so far except the first.
And it starts with 1.
It started with 1.
First pitch popped up, potentially in play. No, right into the dugout of the Pioneers. Strike 1. You know, when you get up there and you just start throwing strike after strike after strike after strike, you know, the hitters can't get into a groove. And you're doing good up there. The fouled back again. 2 straight strikes from Jack Meyer. That man just fills it up. There's nothing more you could ask for out of a man out of the bullpen.
Jack came in the 5th inning, correct?
Yes. Laser beam up the center field. Is there going to be enough room for Grant? No, it gets over his head. 1 hops the wall all the way out there at 404, and he has a stand-up double. That ball was hit hard. My goodness. And just like that, they have runner in scoring position. Our intern, Miss Ashlyn. Now up is Cooper Burgess. I believe he's K'd up. Oh, line drive to the second baseman. Diving stop by Carson Johnson. Gets up, makes a strong throw, and we get another out. Our defense has been stellar today. 2 diving plays by Mr. Carson Johnson. Great balls up the middle by Zach Mora. We have had a great job today up the middle with our guys. But that runner does advance to third with 2 outs. Can Jack get out of it? First pitch on the way. Strike to E.J. Barnes. Oh, 1 on its way. Ground ball to first. Jake Vassell knocks it down. Says he's going to take it himself. Beats him to the bag. And just like that, we have another out. And just like that, it is going to be the bottom of the 6th. A pretty painless inning removed from the double. Way to limit the damage. Good job, Mr. Jack.
Due up for the A's, Johnson, Miller, and Vassell when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
back here in the bottom of the 6th with Carson Johnson leading off, watching the first pitch go for a ball.
Johnson 1 for 2 with the single.
Looking at that second pitch right down the middle for strike 2. Looking at a ball down and away for ball 2. You know, we need some runs this inning. We need to really put it away. 3 runs is a good lead, but you definitely always want more insurance because, you know, stuff gets out of hand real quick as that ball is fouled back for strike number 2 to even up the count 2 apiece. The 2-2 on its way. Curveball mashed down the line off of the third baseman's glove. Giving that an error. And just like there's a runner on first base with Mr. Remington Miller at the plate. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Fouled back for strike 2. Two-strike pitch on the way, swatted away again by Mr. Remington Miller. Ooh, ball way inside, but somehow fought off by Mr. Miller. Still 0-2 the count. Ooh. Carson Johnson dancing over there at first base. The pitcher taking notice of it and picking off. 2-0 pitch. 0-2 pitch. Jammed up front, and they're not going to be able to turn 2 off of that. Made sure to get 1, and we now have a runner at second base with 1 out. With Jake Vassell coming up to the plate. Jake Vassell comes up with 1 out, 1 on base.
Grounded out his last time up. Sorry, I was reviewing the play
That
for
Carson
a little
hit.
bit. The hit to confirm hit or error. It was ruled an error. Pitch.
Ooh, ball decently struck to right field, deep enough to tag for Mr. Johnson. Johnson's on his way to third. Strong throw, but it's going to be too late. There is now a runner at third with 2 outs. Sac fly by Mr. Jake Vassell. Coming back up is Zach Mora. He's had a bomb and 2 walks. So he's having himself one heck of a day. Let's see if he can keep it going right now with a clutch 2-out hit. You know, I know you want to be in the zone right now, but I would not give him anything remotely close.
Oh, no, not.
You got to be painting everything with this guy right now.
Mr. Kobakawa.
Attaboy. Getting it. You're getting it. Ball inside. 2-0 to Mora. He's sitting dead red fastball right here, and if he gets it, he's not going to miss it.
No.
He's just been on it. He's been on everything that he's looking for. Gets his fastball, but it is low. 3-0 the count. Let's see, what is he doing? He's getting a 3-0 green light. When you're hot, you're hot.
And when you're not, you're not.
Let's see it. 3-0 green light. And perfect paint on the outside corner for a strike. You know, if you're Mora, you're probably also looking for a fastball in this AB as well, because I don't think he doesn't want to walk him. Even though you have a runner at first base that's open, Gives him a fastball. A little low, but still swung on, missed by Mr. Mora. Payoff pitch, full count.
Kieran Gaffney comes set.
Oh, catcher's calling for time. Maybe the catcher saw something he didn't like, or I don't know. Really disrupted his pitcher's timing right there. I wouldn't be surprised if this next pitch was a ball. Can't be doing that to your own guy. Ooh, perfect paint for strike 3. Moore goes down looking. Our first 0 of the night.
Second.
Well, first 0 since the second inning.
True.
And we go down coming up top of the 7th.
A's lead 7-4. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Jin Kobayakawa set to lead off for the Pioneers as they trail 7-4. Jack Meyer
going out for his 3rd inning of work, has been really efficient in his other innings, even giving up. Oh, that ball is struck. But good range out there by the left fielder, Shannon Martin, to chase it down. 1 pitch, 1 out. I love that efficiency.
In steps Coy Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. His last time up.
You know, I'm talking about how efficient Mr. Meyer is, and he just proves me right there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Cut me off almost. You know, even if when he gives up a hit, he just comes right back in there and throws more strikes. And guess what he just threw right now? Another strike. The 0-1 on its way. Count goes 0-2 as that ball is fouled off. Oh, and 2 to count to Mr. Coy Carpenter. As Jack sets, deals. Perfect paint, and don't know where the blue had that one at. But like I said, he has been calling. He's been not been calling the low ones on both sides, so he has been fair. Ball low, 2-2 to even up the count. Jack out there for his 3rd inning of work, doing great, throwing strikes, filling it up, letting his defense work. Ooh, ball 3 down.
3 straight balls, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch coming from Jack Meyer.
Ball outside. Goes from 0-2 to walking him. Hey, well, you know what, Morehouse? It starts with 1. We have 1 out. You're 1 pitch away.
In steps Kieran Gaffney.
Who's
Gaffney,
the pitcher?
Now pitcher. Started in right field. Now pitcher for the Pioneers. 0 for 2 on the evening. Grounded out his last time up.
Laser beam through the 5-6 hole. That ball was hit hard. 1st and 2nd with only 1 down. And next up we have Mr. Francisco Laya.
Grounded out his last time up. Work down in the A's bullpen.
Saying he grounded out would be an understatement to what Carson had to do to him. Made a diving play, beautiful play, and, you know, I would not mind having another one of those right now. Carson shaded up the middle so that there's a big gap between 2nd and 1st. And the 1st pitch is a ball.
Looks like Garrett Odie down in the bullpen for the A's.
That does look like him, that distinguished bright blue glove. Another pitch. Ooh, strike. Just watched by Mr. Laya. You know, this guy looks like he's got some pop, and he could be tying up a game in one swing. Laser beam to the right field, and it is down. Remington cuts it off, gets it in. 1 run, scores, and now they have second and third with only 1 down. So now we have second and third with only 1 down, and Jack is getting hit. He's getting hit a little bit. Well, Coach Chris Isaac's over there to slow down the momentum of the offense and just take some time to let Garrett warm up.
The first time in the series that the Pioneers have scored in the later innings of the ball game after they were held scoreless after the third in yesterday's ball game. The Pioneers breaking through with 1 now in the 7th. A 7-5 ball game in favor of the Dodge City A's.
You know, 2 hard hit balls back to back. You got to go up there. You got to talk to the pitcher, let him know, hey, you got to stay down in the zone. You can't just, understand you want to throw strikes, but you can't live up in the zone. You got to stay down. So if they do hit it hard, it's a hard ground ball. And seems like he's missing.
Or even a rollover.
Yeah. Well, and then when you see them starting to time them up because, you're in your 3rd inning, you're going on your another round through the lineup. They've seen you before. And they're starting to get your timing down a little bit better.
So the A's lead 7-5, and that mound visit being broken up. So we will go back to work.
We would trade an out for a run right here. Just get a hard ground ball. Just get an out. First pitch. In there for a strike. That's how you come back after giving up a double. Runner at second. Lias clapping on his boy, cheering for him. Oh, ball thrown into center field by T-Mac. It is a strike on the swing, though. We do have an 0-2 count, but that sadly is another run for the Pioneers. Pioneers only down by 1 now off of the error from T-Mac. That is the 3rd error of the day for the Athletics. We've had some stellar defense, but we've also had some defense. The 0-2 pitch on its way. Strike 3. Oh, man, that hurts.
So in steps Ethan Mooser. He will get his second
AB in 2 innings. Well, now that you have 2 outs, you can kind of loosen up a little bit more. They still have to hit a base hit. That ball's hit into the gap. Will Remington Miller get it? Remington Miller does not get to it. He's coming up to second base, and it is a double for Mr. Mooser. The game is now tied 7-7. There's a runner at second base now with 2 down. Will they go to the bullpen? Let us see. Bryce Peterson is now up. They're going to leave Jack in. They believe he can get out of this. And Jack's going to go up there and pump some more strikes. A 3 spot in the 7th for the Pioneers. Another strike on its way from Jack.
Peterson doubled his last time up.
Ball on the outside corner. Yeah, Peterson, he absolutely laced that ball into center field. I'm actually pretty surprised that they have not taken Meyer out right now. He's done his job. He's done a great job for as long as he's been doing. We need one more out of you, Jack. Just one.
Well, and at this point, you think, do you bring someone in with runners on, or do you try to make the change on a clean inning?
And that ball is lined in front of Remington. Ball. Uh-oh. And the Pioneers have taken the lead 8-7 off of that double or a single, and then getting
single advance on the throw
from Bryce Peterson. Up now is Cooper Burgess. The Pioneers have battled back with 4 in this inning, and Jack Meyer is still out there. He is laboring out there. How long are you going to let him out there to fry? This has to be his last batter. There's no way it isn't. And the ball is popped up to left field. Shannon Martin giving chase, running inside, and ends the inning, thankfully. But a 4th spot from the Pioneers gives them the lead, 8-7 as we head into the bottom of the 7th.
It is stretch time in Dodge City. It will be Dalian, Mendoza, and Martin due up when we return. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Leading off in the bottom of the 7th, it is Bo Dalian. Takes first pitch he sees, he fouls it off. Down in the count, 0-1. Dalian 2 for 2 was hit by pitch his last time up. Kieran Gaffney returns to the mound for the Pioneers as Dalian a little bit behind that one, fouls off back behind us. He is down 0-2. The A's have work to do after giving up a 4 spot. The Pioneers 4 in the 2nd and 4 in the 7th. The A's 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. So a quick conversation with head coach Young, and we will go back to work. As that pitch is fouled straight down. Count remains 0-2. Bo Dalian will go down swinging. In steps Eric Mendoza. Mendoza's 0 for 2. He grounded out his last time up. Pitch comes inside. A ball missing a little bit low, and 1-0. A's need base runners at this point as that pitch misses a little bit low, and the count moves to 2-0. You fans cheering on the hometown kid, Eric Mendoza, as that pitch missing. It's 3-0. Here comes coach for the Pioneers, and before he goes out, clarifying that he has mound visits left, and they do. It is a 3-0 count.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. That was not cheering for Eric Mendoza. That was yelling at the umpire. One of the fans screamed out, "How about we get a real umpire?" But he has not been calling that low pitch the whole game. Why do you expect him to start changing it at the bottom of the 7th? (3-0) count to Eric Mendoza. Guarantee you, Coach Young said you do not swing your bat. You keep that thing on your shoulder and you stare at that boy, and you get to first base.
The 3-0 pitch right down Broadway, and the count moves to 3-1.
Ooh, head coach and the umpire going at it with each other. Next pitch might be a ball no matter where it's at. I'm going to be honest with you. Is there a way we can get more audio from them? Oh, pitch right down Broadway, popped up into right field.
Mooser
Right
there
there.
and hauls it down for out number 2.
The lineup flips over for Shannon Martin, who still does not have an at-bat.
Shannon Martin has walked or been hit by pitch
4 times.
4 times.
So no ABs for this guy.
The last time was an intentional walk.
Exactly. Well, he was 3-0. You don't want to just pipe a fastball. Just like that. Give him strike 1. The 0-1 coming in. Ball low.
The A's looking for their 3rd win in league play.
Ball up and in to Mr. Shannon.
Looking to move to 3-3 in Rocky Mountain League.
Fouled back, and the count goes even 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Number 2-5 at the plate. What are they yelling? They are chirping in the dugout. My goodness. My goodness, these Pioneer players are fired up. Ball low.
Ball low, and the count runs full. A big payoff pitch coming from Gaffney right here. Looking in and has his sign and come set.
A ball that is pieced to center field. Center fielder going back.
It's going. It's off the top of the wall.
It
A
is
solo
gone.
shot.
My goodness, that is grown man strength. That is over 400 feet up center. My goodness. What would you do if I told you that in the back of my mind I wanted to call it? I felt it. I genuinely felt it. I told him when we got we got into the locker room, and I told him, I said, you are due for a ball that's over 400 feet, and he just did that. Attaboy. That is one way to put the team on your back. Tie game.
Shannon was due, and in his first official at bat, it has left the ballpark, and we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Oh man, that is a absolute. Oh, first pitch right at the hitter. Next pitch. Maybe a little saltiness coming from the pitcher right there. Did not appreciate that ball being hit that hard off of him. I mean, I wouldn't appreciate it either. That ball was struck. My goodness. Coach Young got to ask him, are you just going to let him throw at our players like that? Uh-oh.
Wants to have time, and Coach Young and Mr. Weiserman talking a few things over. Oh, they're making the call to the dugout. They want some elbow guards.
Oh no, this is turned from just a regular ball game into almost like a little rivalry. These kids are getting a little chirpy.
Should we go get shoulder pads from the football team?
I'm too skinny to be putting on pads like that. I will break.
I'm kidding.
A laser beam into the 5'6" by Grant Wiseman. That is a statement right there. You're gonna throw at me. Guess what? I'm gonna hit yo stuff. Gotta keep it PG.
Hey,
I'm gonna hit
a
what
nice
you got.
line drive out into left field that puts a runner on. 2 out for the Dodge City A's, and in steps Mr. Tyler McAvoy. He is 2 for 3 in this ball game.
The big T-Mac.
A single, a double, and a sac fly.
He's got a pocket full of sunshine on a dark night. Let's see if he can do it.
Little reference to his walk-up song.
Which is Pocket Full of Sunshine.
Grounded
hits
to
ball
the
hard
shortstop. They'll go to second for the out, and that will end the inning, but the A's not one and even this one up. We're headed to the top of the 8th, tied at 8. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Garrett Odie takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's.
In the top of the 8th, we got leadoff Mr. E.J. Barnes.
Odie from Notre Dame College. His sophomore campaign comes from Alliance, Ohio.
Oh, this guy, number 5, was actually hit in the head yesterday by a pitch and got a little mad at us because, you know.
Hey, things happen. Balls slip a little bit sometimes.
Exactly. It's baseball.
Not every hit by pitch is intentional.
Especially when you're struggling with command. First pitch popped up on the infield. Carson calling for it, saying it's his, and it is. That is efficient. 1 pitch, 1 out. Get us back in the dugout. Let's score some more runs.
Yep. Catcher Jin Kobayakawa.
Kobaya. You're getting good at it, though. You're getting good at it. I know.
We're getting closer.
I have to look at it every time I say it, though.
Oh, I do too, and I still mess it up.
I cannot just off rip, think of it like that.
He's 0 for 1, flew out his last time up. The first pitch, grounded.
Another first pitch out from Garrett Odie. My goodness. Can we please have a 3-pitch inning? You want to talk about efficient? His parents are going to be mad. They say, I'm on the live stream to watch you play. You're going to only throw 3 pitches?
Yeah.
What are you doing? If this hitter has any type of baseball feel or baseball IQ, no matter where this pitch is at, he is not going to swing.
Well, there you
go. All right. I mean, it looked good to me, but then again, he didn't call that last inning either.
You spoke it into existence.
You pretty much have to. If you're a hitter, if you see 2 first pitch outs, you do not swing. It is like baseball. Ooh. See, I think the first one was actually closer than that one, but yeah, baseball knowledge of that, you cannot do that. You cannot have a 3-pitch inning. And it ruins up your pitcher. It makes everyone sad, makes everyone mad. Ball on the inside corner. The fans are not happy about that one.
I mean, in all honesty, from what I could see, that one was farther in than the last one.
Oh, that definitely was, yeah. Laser beam. Zach Moore with a beautiful stop. Strong throw. Oh,
Ooh.
the scoop not good enough. But I do not believe that would have been an out anyway. But that's still an amazing play to even get to that ball and put it down.
I'm going to rule it a hit.
That is 100%.
It was hit deep in the hole. It's a hard throw by Moore to make.
I'm not going to lie. I think he would have been safe. I think he would have beat that out. That man was motoring down the line.
So in steps Kieran Gaffney. He's 1 for 3, singled his last time up.
Ball popped up right above us. You're probably going to hear it come down. Yes, there it is.
First pitch foul, and Gaffney, who took over pitching duties, now down in the count 0-1.
0-1. Ball up and in for ball 1. Evens up the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 out. Ball up and in again. Runner goes. Oh, hit by pitch.
So that will negate any possibility of the stolen base, as it will be a hit by pitch. In steps Francisco Laya. He's 2 for 4, doubled his last time up.
And more chipping from the dugout. Laya, he had a double last time, right? Double
Yes,
right
he
field. So, yeah, he's seen the ball pretty well. Just keep the ball low. Keep the ball low and around the strike zone. First pitch, high. I had that one. I had it. I mean, if you're not going to call him low, you got to call him high. And Carson Johnson going out there to have a meeting with Odie. Probably to talk about signs. Probably getting a little too big at second base. Want to shorten him up a little bit. This is a really important AB right now. This is a crucial one right now.
This is a crucial point. 2 on, 2 out.
2 on, 2 out. 1 ball on the batter. And got a hitter that's been hitting the ball decently well today. Another ball, ball 2. Garrett Odie trying to find the strike zone. And he does with a big cut on and miss by Francisco Laya.
Laya was swinging for the fences on that one, and he's down.
Oh,
1
yeah,
and 2.
he felt a little inferior compared to Shannon. Saw what Shannon did. He goes, I want to do that. Another hard swing fouled off by Laya. 2 on, 2 out, 2 runners on, 2-2 count. Hitter had 2 bases last AB. What are the 2s?
Deuce is wild.
What are 2s got? They have 2 errors. Ooh. Oh.
Count runs full, so a big payoff pitch coming right here as Odie has missed high all 3 times he's missed to Mr. Laya.
Payoff pitch, runners will be off. He goes home, and it's a ball inside. Ooh, that hurts. Bases loaded now with 2 outs for Jackson Yeager. What has Mr. Yeager been doing?
He is 0 for 4. Struck out swinging his last time up.
Ooh, that's not good, man. That's 0 for 4. Means that he is due. The law of probability. You got this, Garrett.
Bases loaded, and
Popped
first
up,
pitch
and
popped
it is
up.
getting
It will
out.
be into the stands.
You got to start with 1. It starts with 1. Ooh, I'm getting a little nervous in the box right here. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm like up there. Oh, what? Oh, offensive timeout for their coach. Taking a page out of Coach Young's book. Telling that kid to settle down. Don't let the game get too big. Just hit the ball hard. That's all you got to do. Things are getting tense up in here.
Yeah. Just bases loaded with 2 out.
Tie ball game in the top of the 8th. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. T-Mac tried bringing it in. That was a ball. That was a ball.
He tried to frame that, and rightfully so.
That was for sure a ball, though. It was out. It was out. As much as I don't like umpires, that was a ball. Foul back. We have a 1-2 count. Ooh, what do you throw right now? What do you throw? What do you throw? You throwing a slider? You throwing a fastball? You gotta have something.
Fastball up and in, jam shot.
This has got to be your best pitch right here, Mr. Garrett. And it
right
is!
Down the middle.
Frozen. Freezes him. Attaboy, Garrett.
He is caught looking at
he is talking as he is getting off the mound. He is hype. Attaboy, Garrett. Way to put your stuff on the field. That is your best pitch of the day. Great job. Heading to the bottom of the 8th.
Pioneers leave them loaded. Johnson, Miller, and Vassell due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Carson Johnson set to lead off as Ronan Hella taking over the mound. The Pioneers taking a bit of the Johnny Allstaff approach here tonight as first pitch in to Johnson in for strike number 1. Johnson's 1 for 3. On an error his last time up. Checks his swing. They appeal down, says no. Count moves to 1-1. 1-1 pitch misses outside, and that makes it 2-1. Hella takes over after Kieran Gaffney came in from right field. Count even at 2 apiece. Pitch misses low, and the count runs full. The A's down to their final 6 outs.
And it is going to be a fiery last 6 outs. The way that these teams have been chirping at each other.
Payoff pitch It is
Popped up on
popped
the infield.
high. Barnes calling off, and he's got it for out number 1.
Coming up now is Remington Miller.
He's 0 for 3, grounded out his last time up.
What's his new pitcher's name?
Ronan Hella,
What number is he?
37.
Oh, that's way down.
First pitch in to Miller for ball 1.
Swung and missed. Ball, strike 1, actually. You know, at this point in the game, like everyone's over, like thinking about what they've done. Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have thrown that ball. Oh man, oh, is that gonna get through the 5-6 hole? It is not. Third baseman gets it, fires across for an out. 2 outs with Jake Vassell coming up to the plate.
Vassel's 0 for 3, hit into a sac fly his last time up.
Jake's one of those kids that actually does have a lot of power. He may not have shown it, but he does actually have quite some pop. That would be a great time to show it, Jake, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, he's on it. You know, when you foul a ball straight back, you're on time with it. You're just a little under it.
Popped foul. Down in the count, 0-1, and Jake, the only batter in the lineup that has not made it onto base safely at some point in the night.
Yep.
Counts now 0-2.
0-2 pitch coming to Mr. Jake. Ooh, hits him. Look at that. Hey, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all it takes. In comes Zach Mora, who's already homered on the night. 2 walks and a K. Now, this pitcher is actually pretty effective. He's got when he goes down, it comes out pretty good, and it's a harder angled hit. So if he throws strikes, this could be a problem. First pitch outside for a ball. Great call, Blue. Great call. Jake, not much of a speedster, so he's not getting too big over there at first. The 0-1 or 1-0, 2-0. Zach is in the driver's seat now, looking for one pitch in one location. If he gets it, will not miss it. Back. I am too ingrained into the game, yelling back like I'm in the dugout. 2-0 pitch on its way. Fastball right down the middle. That ball is struck. It is going to go.
Nope.
Right to the left fielder. Still a decent little barrel. On to the top of the 9th with Chasten Keck going out there to pitch.
We'll be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
Back here in the top of the 9th with a new pitcher on the mound, Chasten Keck. Hometown hero comes in firing a strike for strike 1. You think we might get some free extra baseball today?
One count.
Slider for a strike. Batter does not approve of it. Very, very disapprove. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Swatted foul down the left field line, and we will do it again.
One, two delivery coming up. This is
Ball outside. Good amount of chirping going on from both sides. Foul tipped and caught by T-Mac for a strikeout for the first out. Up next is Mr. Bryce Peterson.
Big out number 1. Peterson's 3 for 3, so he's been a thorn in the A's side tonight.
Let's see if Chase can finally cool this man off. Ball out for the first pitch. Just so you know, if we hit a walk-off, I'm throwing this down and I'm sprinting on the field. Ooh, ball down, spiked. Come on, Chasten. It's just a strike. Comes back and fires at a ball low. 3-0. 3-0 is down the middle for a strike. 3-1. Peterson's now ready to hit. Let's see what he's got. 3-1.
Swung on and missed.
Man, that's a hardy swing. Someone's trying to win the game off of a one swing. From 3-0 to full count. The payoff pitch on its way. Good little pause up at the top. Ball 4.
In steps Cooper Burgess. He's 0 for 4. Flew out his last time up.
No, not Cooper Burgess. That is a pinch hitter.
Nope, that is Ronan Hella.
How's the batting orders? Look,
How is the pitcher?
that's probably what Coach Young was talking about. Because at least on our end, the lineup's a little messed up, but it's probably correct on their end. They got a little insider info that we do not have.
Well, no matter what they do, should the batting order move around, Kieran Gaffney cannot hit in the 1 hole.
Right, because they delimited their DH when they brought him in. I believe so.
That is correct.
Who knows the rules of baseball? We just play. Runner, T-Mac, great throw. Out by about 2.5 miles. The runner is complaining, saying that he was pushed, but he never even made it to the bag. Oh, they wave him away. Ooh, if you're going to talk like that, you got to be able to put it on the field. Coach is coming out to defend his player, telling his player. Second baseman Carson's saying, what did I do wrong? I just tagged the guy. But needless to say, we have 2 outs. 2 balls, 1 strike. What an amazing throw by Tyke. That is his 3rd caught stealing of the day. T-Mac likes throwing it behind there because he's got a cannon. Two on the count. Ball chopped. Bo across the diamond. And got him. Great pick at first base by Jake. Now we head to the bottom of the 9th with a chance to win and get some fireworks.
We are headed to the 9th. It will be Dalian Mendoza and Martin due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. The A's elect to pinch hit for Bo Dallion. It will be Nate Murphy.
And the bottom of the ninth is off with the first pitch. A curveball right down the middle for a strike. Oh. Nate Murph with a pop to the right field. Right fielder's in and makes the catch, out number 1. Coming up now should be Eric Mendoza, but they are pinch hitting. What is that? Is that Isaiah Velasco? Isaiah Velasco getting his first AB of the day. Did have a really clutch hit in the bottom of the 8th yesterday. So let's see if he can come through again in the bottom of the 9th. Swings and misses right through that one for strike 1. Ooh, comes back with another one. Fouled off. Strike 2. 0-2 count to start this AB.
So Kieran Gaffney actually at second base now. I'm not sure how that works.
I do not know either, but if neither of the coaches are complaining, then it must be correct. Ball outside. 1-2. And that's why we just commentate on the game, not about the rules. But it did surprise me when he came up. I was not wrapping my head around how it works. A ball foul back from Mr. Velasco. With the all-powerful Shannon Martin on deck. Home run up center field last AB. Ball low, 2-2. Evens up the count. Let's see what you got, Zay. I think he's going to keep it short and just pop it back up the middle. Keep on fighting. How many pitches is Mr. Hella at now?
21.
21. Jose Velasco fighting up there on the 2-2 pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the outside corner. 2 down with Mr. Shannon Martin coming up to the plate. Last AB hit that titanic home run up center field. Wind not blowing as hard as it was last AB, but that shouldn't matter if you get a good barrel. First pitch to Mr. Martin, fouled back. The 0-1 on its way. Curveball plops in there for strike number 2. 0-2 to start this AB. Oh-2 on its way. Rears back. Fires. Did he go? He did not. Pitcher very obviously frustrated with that call from the umpire. Ball up and away. Evens the count at 2 apiece. The 2-2 on its way. Rocks, sets, deals. Ball outside. Then the count goes full. Great takes by Mr. Martin. That's a great eye.
That is, and it was a ball that, as I stand with a little bit of an angle, it was definitely off the plate.
Ball swatted foul down the right-hand side. Shannon walking around, getting a breather, getting a moment. Good thing we don't have a pitch clock.
Payoff pitch again.
We got to do it one more time. Let's go, Shannon. Time off of Shannon.
And sometimes that timeout is more of to disrupt the pitcher's rhythm.
The full count coming. And it was a ball, but he swings and misses. We now have extra innings baseball going on right here in the Rocky Mountain League. We will see you in the top of the 10th.
Bonus baseball at Cavalier Field as we are headed into the top of the 10th. 8-8 the score.
First pitch above the head of Mr. E.J. Was it E.J. Barnes for a ball. Ball 1. We got a good game on our hands. 1-0 pitch. Oh, he bloops it. Is it going to get over second base? It is not. Carson Johnson ranging out to right field to snag that one in. Great defense from him today. He has been money out there. And now coming up should be Jin Kobayakawa. Kobayakawa. Chasen Keck with the 0-0 delivery. Swung on and missed.
Jin 0 for 2, grounded out his last time up.
Is that Jin? It looks like he's using a different bat. He was using like a bomb before. I think they might have switched catchers. Yeah, that is. That's number
8.
Yeah, so they're switching a lot of players around and got us all mixed up. But either way, Remington Miller is out there in right field to make the catch. Looking super mad as he's coming off with a base. You popped up, man. Just get back in the dugout. That's the game. Coy Carpenter, I do know that this guy is batting in the correct spot, and we have that one at least. We're 1 for 3. Ball right down the middle for strike 1. Get us back in here, Chasten. The 0-1. 0-2, swatted away. Chasen Keck wanting to get up there, wasting no time, already back in the stretch. An intimidating presence over there at 6'5", coming in. Ground ball to third to Nate Murphy, who was just put in, and knocks off of his glove for a error.
I'm going to have to go with a single on that one. It was a hard play for Nate to make.
All right, so we do have a single on the play. Still, 2 outs with Mr. Kieran. No, this isn't Kieran, is it? Gaffney?
Should be Kieran Gaffney.
Yeah, it is. There's ball out for ball 1.
And since there's absolutely no communication with the booth up here, we don't know who's batting in what order anymore. And
I do not know. All I know is that we have 2 outs with a runner on first.
So when
And
players
a ball.
get changed out and we don't know about it, we can't keep the stats correct.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I'm going to be honest with you. Who cares? The only thing that matters is if the A's win. Ball spiked in the dirt, but runner not going on T-Mac. But we now have a 3-0 count. 3-0 count. The 3-0 on the way. Ball inside. They are now have a runner in scoring position with 2 out with Francisco Laya coming to the plate.
Laya walked on his last time up.
Carson coming to talk to Chasen Keck, maybe get some signs about how to hold the runner on second best. Oh, coming to the plate. Fouled straight back. And he is on time with that fastball. I would throw something else if I was that. The 0-1 on its way to Mr. Laya. 0-2 with a nasty slider on the lower outside corner. I think he should go back to the well on that one. With 2 strikes, you got to defend. Now put this one even further outside. Don't give him a chance to put a barrel on it. Oh, he wanted it, but a good take nonetheless. I'd go back to the well. You have two balls to play with. I'd go back to the well. The 1-2 on its way. Ooh, 2-2. Chasing up there, taking his time, collecting his breath. Gonna come back in and make a great pitch. Best pitch of the day right here, Chasten. It is low. Full count. The runners will be off with the pitch. Let's see what happens. Chasten up there. Rears back. Fires. Ball up the middle. And throws the bat. And it is a 1-run ball game. Ball up the middle for a base hit. The Pioneers lead now 9-8 in the top of the 10th. We have 2 outs with a runner on first and a runner on third. Jackson Yeager, if our thing is correct, should be up. The 0-0 on its way. Ball high. Got to keep it to 1. Got to keep it to 1. You need to get this guy right here. The 1-0. Runner on its way. Throw down. Gets by him, and it is another run for the Pioneers. The 2-0 on its way. Fouled off. 2-1. Going to third. And now no throw from T-Mac. Just letting him take it. Focusing on the batter. 2 of T-Mac's throws have been scored on. One time he airmailed it to center field, and then that one right now. Ball 4, and that is another walk. No action in the bullpen. They're going to let Jason Keck go with this and see how far he can make it. Chris Isaac coming out, though, to calm him down, talk to the guy.
Ethan Mooser steps in. He is 1 for 3, fouled on it was a caught foul tip, his last time up for a strikeout.
First pitch is outside for a ball.
One 0 pitch. Grounded up the third base line. The throw to first in time, and that will end the inning.
But not without 2 runs coming across. The A's got to do something in the bottom of the 10th.
The A's head in to the bottom
Of the 10th with Grant Weiserman to lead it off. First pitch, fouled straight back.
Weiserman's 1 for 4. He singled his last time up.
Ooh, swing and a miss at a nasty breaking ball on the outside half. Countdown 0-2. Got to protect right here. You got to fight. Got to want it. Can't give up an AB. Not this late in the game. Ooh, fastball up and in. The 1-2 coming on to Grant. Chopped foul down the third baseline.
A's trailing 10-8. The Pioneers scored 4 in the second, 4 in the seventh, 2 in the top of the 10th.
And a nasty slider to get him out on strike 3.
Weiserman will go down on strikes, and in steps Tyler McAvoy. McAvoy's 2 for 4. Hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. The A's, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth.
1 in the fifth.
1 in the
one
fifth
in the
and
eighth.
1 in the seventh.
Oh, seventh. A lot of scoring.
10 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for the Pioneers. 8 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors for the A's. 1-0 count on Tyler.
Fouled away. It is now 1-1. The 1-1 coming on now to T-Mac. Floater getting in there, first strike 2.
Down the count, 1-2. The A's down to their final 2 outs. Have to score at least 2 to send us into the 11th.
And breaking ball seen, hit foul down the third base line. And we will run it back again, the 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming on its way. And it is popped up. It looks like it will stay in play. And there is 2 down. Up next, Carson Johnson.
Coach Young calls time. We're going to talk things over.
First pitch swung on and missed by Mr. Carson Johnson. Athletics down to the last 2 strikes on the night. Is a fastball. Ooh, okay. I guess it caught the outside corner. 1 strike away. Carson Johnson down. 0-2. The 0-2 on the way. Painted on the outside corner for strike 3, and down goes the A's. And they are still chirping at each other. Umpire getting in the middle of it, telling them to stop. Good job, Blue.
So that will end this one. The A's fall 10-8. They will fall to 2-4 in Rocky Mountain League play, and there is still lots of heated conversation happening between the Pioneers coaching staff and the umpire. So that will end this one. The A's fall, and we are headed to Denver tomorrow. The A's will take on the Game Day Angels. That game set for a 6:05 p.m. Mountain Time start. Now the Pioneers dugout chirping at the entire stands. So some very unsportsmanlike conduct going on between Pioneer staff and fans, and A's fans as well. But that will do it for this one as the A's fall. They travel to Denver tomorrow. They take on the Game Day Angels. That game at 6:05 p.m. right here on YouTube. We will be back with that call tomorrow. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.